Hey, welcome to the Nursing Dose with your host, Dr. Farah Laurent. Today, I want to talk to you about nurses making business moves, the conference, and I'm so excited to be able to finally reveal all the speakers that will be there. Well, at least the main speakers. And if you happen to follow me on LinkedIn, you saw the post yesterday that I dropped with all the speakers on there. And this conference is going to be happening March 6th and 7th in Tampa, Florida. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, what are you waiting for? This is going to be the conference of the year for nurse entrepreneurs, aspiring nurse entrepreneurs, and female business owners who want to be able to collaborate and grow and really be in a powerful space where we are supporting each other, collaborating, making money moves, all of the things. Okay, so for those who don't know about this conference, last conference I had was my very first conference. It was called Nurses Making Money Moves. Now, a lot of people are upset with me because I changed the name, but I have several reasons why I changed the name. So don't be upset. Just roll with it. I'm still going to be coining my Nurses Making Money Moves, right? However, this time it's called Nurses Making Business Moves. So this conference really started with an idea in December of 2024. I wanted to create a conference that was like no other, that was very different because, to be fully transparent, a lot of the nursing conferences that I've been to have been very rigid, not that fun. And I wanted to bring a different vibe to conferences, right? So that's number one. Number two, I wanted to also bring the nursing industry with other nursing industries, non-nursing industries together, right? So Nurses Making Business Moves brings nurses that are currently in the business space, who are leaders, and also brings other people who are experts in their field, in finance, in business, in marketing, pretty much all these other industries, the speaking world, right? Meshing everybody's expertise together so that we could continue to grow, continue to learn, and really elevate. And a lot of nursing conferences do not focus on building wealth for nurses or really talking about business, right? And it's not just fluff type information. This is actual real information that you are getting from experts who are doing it, right? So if you happen to be watching, please let me know. Drop a comment, say hello. Don't be afraid. Let me know what city, what country you are watching from. And currently I'm live on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Instagram. So shout out to everybody who's watching, and shout out to everybody watching the replay as well. Okay. So really the mission of this conference, like I said, and the whole vision is to really elevate nursing and really make nurses understand that they can build wealth. You can generate wealth and still be a nurse. You can pivot in your career. You can have a side hustle, or if you want to transition eventually to be a full-time nurse entrepreneur through innovative ideas, whether it's a product, a service, whatever it is that you're doing, so we can bring innovation to nursing and normalize that, and normalize talking about business, normalize talking about money in nursing, right? So that's really the vision and the mission is, and because I've seen so many nurses struggling in our nursing profession, sometimes with 2-3 jobs, and really nursing school does not teach us how to self-promote, how to market, how to negotiate our salaries and things like that. And for those nurses, let's say nurse practitioners, or even other nurses who are interested in starting a side hustle, whether a private practice, a telehealth business, starting any type of product type business or service-based business like a consultant or a coach, there is really nowhere for you to learn, right? And I love education. I'm an educator, always been an educator, and always will be an educator. So I'm always for education. However, you do not necessarily need to go back to school to get an MBA to be able to open up your own business, right? So this is why I've created a course actually called Nurses Making Business Moves that's going to be taught at a university this October, right? The University of West Georgia and their continuing education department. How crazy is that, right? An actual course by me, a nurse, right, who has built a specific course for other nurses to learn about business. You don't really see a lot of that out there, right? And a lot of what it's focused on is really the core business acumen, right? Business terminology, strategies, talking about marketing and things like that. When nurses do start a business, a lot of times they're clueless. Like I was clueless when I first started 4 years ago, right? And of course, I'm continuously learning and continuously expanding. And that's what nurses do in general. And the same thing in business. You continuously have to self-improve in order to get better in your career or in your business, whatever the case is, right? So today I wanted to talk about all the speakers that will be at the conference, okay? So I'm going to start off, of course, with the keynote speaker. So the keynote speaker is not a nurse. However, she is a powerhouse. She's going to be coming all the way from the UK, and her first name is Veronica. So I met Veronica actually through LinkedIn. And again, this is the power of LinkedIn. And we, messaged back and forth for quite some time. And then eventually I became one of her clients because she is a business coach, right? So she is amazing. She is a force. She is the founder of V-Power Coach and the creator of the Gold Dust Legacy System. She is the best-selling author of Rise Up Gold Dust Queen and is a signature solution architect, online business growth catalyst, and transformational personal coach and strategic thought partner. She has spoken at many different organizations. She also did some workshops for like Porsche. She was nominated top 50 most impactful leaders on LinkedIn and also nominated top 100 business leader and entrepreneurs in the UK 2024, right? So she continues to disrupt thinking and she is well known on LinkedIn. So again, she is going to be our keynote, and that is Veronica Safoa Owusu, and she is amazing, full of energy, powerhouse. She shares a lot of her content on LinkedIn through dancing and music. So a total vibe, just like me, and that's how we met and really connected. So she will be the keynote speaker. And I'm so excited because I will finally get to meet her in person. And she's coming all the way from the UK. So again, if you happen to be watching, you're on here, please put a 1 if you are hearing me and seeing me. And if you're going to be getting your tickets, or if you already got your tickets, and if you plan to come, please put that in the comments and in the chat. And please tag any other nurse that you think should see this and should come to the conference. And also, you do not have to be a nurse to come to the conference, right? This conference was built in March for Women's History Month. And also, I've had it on the International Women's Day weekend because that's important to me to empower all women who are interested in business, right? And again, all are welcome. You don't have to be a woman to come, right? But again, it's a women empowerment event and conference. But like I said, all are welcome. And like I said, you don't have to be a nurse. You can be in the marketing space. Maybe you're a nursing student, or maybe you're a business student, a marketing student, whatever it is, all are welcome to come. And it's going to be March 6th and 7th in Tampa, Florida, at the University of Tampa in their entrepreneurship building and the business center that they have there. So it's amazing because it's only like a 10-minute Uber from the international airport, Tampa International Airport. It's a beautiful time of year in Tampa. Nice, not too hot, and it's going to be overlooking the water. They have an amazing terrace. So March 6th, the Friday, we're going to have from 5 to 9, we'll have a cocktail dinner style soiree where we're going to have music and networking and things like that. And then if you want to be a sponsor, definitely let me know. Direct message me so I can give you that information. If you want to be an exhibitor and have a table, please direct message me right away because tables are already being sold. So if you're interested in having your table there, let me know. And if you want to be a sponsor, like I said, this is a great cause. It's helping nurses and women start businesses and grow their own business, right? So that's a little bit of the behind the story of why I started this conference. And again, I'm revealing the speakers. So like I said, the keynote will be Veronica. She's amazing, and she's definitely going to bring the energy, the wisdom, the knowledge, and she has excuse me. She has a ton of business experience. So I'm super looking forward to that keynote. Okay. The other person that I want to introduce as another speaker is Trish Lindo. Again, another powerhouse on LinkedIn. Met her on LinkedIn, and I was actually on her podcast called Too Ambitious, right? So Trish Lindo is a global small business consultant, LinkedIn strategist with an extensive background in media and tech, right? She is the CEO and founder of Too Ambitious Consulting, a consulting company where she leverages her expertise to connect the dots for small businesses and creators with strategic planning through story, community, and influence that aligns with their business goals, right? So listen to this. Trish, again, another powerhouse. She has several years of digital media and tech experience from LinkedIn, BuzzFeed, Tasty, Yahoo, CNN, and Oprah.com. Okay, she worked and helped with content on Oprah.com. How cool is that, right? So she definitely is going to bring a lot of information, a lot of expertise as one of the main speakers. And I'm so excited to have Trish Lindo join us, right? Also, like I said, she is, hosting Too Ambitious, which is one of the podcasts that I had the honor to be on. It's a great podcast. So she'll also talk about her story and her podcast journey, which I think is important as well to build a personal brand and to increase visibility. So really this conference also is going to be highlighting how you as a nurse or a leader can really grow in your career. So let's say you don't even want to start a business just yet, but maybe in the future you're interested in business, or maybe you think that some of these business skills might be helpful in your career as a leader, right? Because you need to learn how to self-promote, how to market, how to network, how to create a personal brand, and even how to create content as a leader. So you don't necessarily need to have a business or want to go into business right away. This conference will still give you the information that you need to be successful in your career. So personal branding is going to be a core topic of what we talk about with marketing and social media content creation, all that stuff. But really, personal branding is a big, 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 big core pillar of what we will talk about in this conference. Okay. So, shout out to Trish Lindo. Like I said, she'll be one of the amazing speakers. Another amazing speaker will be Shaquana Chappelle, and she is a sought-after speaker and executive presence consultant. She is, a stylist. She has wrote a book, and the book focuses on how she empowers professionals to tap into their confidence and show up in their full power. So, like I said, she is an in-demand image and stylist expert. And her book, Get Up and Get Dressed, guides women to eliminate self-doubt and embrace their full potential. So again, this conference is all about empowerment, personal branding, which includes style, image, how to show up in confidence. And Shaquana will do just that when she speaks. So super excited to meet her as well. And she's also been a consultant who's been trusted by Forbes, School of Business and Technology, Georgia Association of Women Lawyers, also for some health companies and dozens of other organizations to help with their confidence and leadership skills, right? So definitely excited to have her speak. And then another main speaker that we have that I'm super excited about, I'll share with you in just a moment, but let me know if you guys can see me, hear me. Let me know where you're watching from, what city. And again, Nurses Making Business Moves. Let me know if you got your ticket already. There's shout out to one of the attendees that will be coming. She just got her ticket just very recently. She's coming all the way from Australia. Okay. So shout out to Mary, who will be coming all the way from Australia to Tampa, Florida for this conference. I'm telling you, this is international. Okay. Last year we had individuals that came from over 20 states. Over 20 states were represented in the US. And then we also had some Canadian attendees that came through from Toronto. Okay. So I'm telling you, this is international. You will be meeting people from all over the world at this conference. So already from the speakers, you got the keynotes coming all the way from the UK. You have attendees coming from Australia and Canada, and of course, over 20 different states in the US. Okay, so networking is going to be happening at this conference. A lot of the attendees that came last year were podcast hosts. Okay, so I can't tell you how many collaborations have been happening and are still happening with attendees going on each other's podcast, collaborating, doing deals together, meeting in person. And it's really built this big community, right? The Nurses Making Business Moves and Money Moves community. And like I said, you don't have to be a nurse to attend. There were a lot of non-healthcare professionals and students, business students, nursing students, from different industries that attended, right? So if you're watching this, you're like, you know what, this sounds super cool. I want to attend, but I'm not a nurse. Trust me, please come because it's open to everybody. And like I said, the setup of how it's going to be is March 6th on that Friday from 5 to 9. We're going to do this cocktail dinner style soiree party, and it'll be on the terrace as well. And we'll also have access to the building, the entrepreneurship building. And then Saturday will be the full day conference where we will, like I said, have exhibitors, speakers. We're also going to have a panel of speakers, which I haven't revealed all the speakers for that yet. I will be revealing that in the next little while, probably the first week of September. I will reveal the panel speakers. And let me tell you, that is another powerhouse right there, full of amazing, amazing women and leaders. So you don't want to miss out on that. But guess what? You need to jump on these tickets because early bird special will end at the end of this month. So August 31st, you have to jump on to get your early bird ticket now so you don't miss out, okay? And for those who are like, I don't know, especially for my Canadians, okay? You're like, I don't know if I want to come all the way there to Tampa, Florida, please, okay? This is an international airport, easy to get around, and flights are super cheap, typically like 200 round trip or a maximum maybe 300 round trip. So definitely put it on your schedule, take the time off because last conference, everyone's like, well, I don't know, it's too early to decide. Like, I don't know if I can make it. And then when everybody saw, the footage, the pictures, the videos, they're like, oh my goodness, I wish I could have went. So you don't want to have that, that FOMO, fear of missing out. You definitely need to jump on your tickets. You can go to nursefair.com to get your tickets. Or after this live, I'm going to have the direct link where you can actually I'll give you the Stripe link. You can just purchase your ticket right then and there. Once you purchase your ticket, you'll automatically get a receipt after that. I don't have all of the footage on my website. There's a lot going on, guys. So I don't have all that. But if you want me to send you some of the footage from the last conference, just DM me and I'll be happy to send it. But for those who all attended, like y'all don't even, like, if you haven't got your ticket, like what are you doing, right? Like get your ticket today, okay? Like I said, this is the last week that you could get the early bird ticket. So moving on to the last main speaker that I wanted to announce. She is another powerhouse. And I kind of gave you guys a hint. If you have been watching my lives, I dropped it last time. I actually went live with her on LinkedIn and also on TikTok. Her name is Jennifer Zahurek, and she is the founder of RecMed. I'm telling you, she's amazing. Former ER nurse like myself, so of course we totally get along. And she has created RecMed, which is an innovative company dedicated to visual medical education that simplifies complex medical concepts for students and healthcare professionals, okay? So like I said, she has a background in emergency medicine. She also has teamed up with the ENA, the Emergency Nurses Association, and is creating these planners for nursing students and nurse residencies, specifically who are emergency based, right? And she started her company and she has now generated 7 million in revenue. That's right. She started, I believe, in 2019 and started with these planners because she didn't really like the way some of the planners were out there. And also her personal journey with dyslexia and ADHD became the driving force to her creating something super creative and powerful. She taught herself graphic design so she could create these wonderful planners. There's study guides. She does, content on, EKGs and cardiac things. I mean, she is amazing. So you do not want to miss her. She is going to be talking about her journey and how she literally started selling her planners on Instagram. And this was just before COVID. And, we kind of talked for about an hour and a half when I first met her. And she told me her journey. So she'll be talking about her journey at the conference and how she scaled her business to generate 7 million in revenue. So that is completely amazing. Again, shout out to Jennifer. And thank you again to all the speakers for agreeing to speak. So excited to meet everybody in person and so excited to meet all of the attendees that already have gotten their tickets. And for you who are watching, can't wait to meet you as well in Tampa, Florida. I'm going to be dropping more details as we get closer to the conference. I know it's going to be March 6th and 7th of next year, but there's different surprises and announcements that are going to be revealed as we get closer to the time. But like I said, you can get your ticket now, $697, the early bird ticket. And that includes, food, drinks for that Friday. And again, it gives you access to full day conference on Saturday. Well, you'll also have food and, beverages. And of course, access to all these wonderful speakers that you can network with and all the other wonderful attendees that you'll be creating a community with, honestly. There's so many friendships that have formed from this last conference. And like I said, so many collaborations that are still going on. So I am looking for sponsors. So if you are interested in sponsoring, and again, you could be a small business yourself, or if you just want to donate some money towards the conference, maybe you can't attend or you want to get a ticket for someone else, whatever the case is, I am accepting any donation and open to any sponsorship opportunities. So please direct message me. I can send you more information. I have a whole pitch deck and everything that I can send you, and a press kit, a media kit that I can send you if you're interested to learn more, and all the different packages for the sponsorship packages that are currently available. Okay. So if you happen to be watching this, please do me a favor. Please repost this live so other people could see it. Please send it to your friends, family, anybody that you think may be interested or should come to the conference, right? And again, it doesn't have to be a nurse. You could be a student in marketing and business, or a nursing student. Anybody that would like to come learn about business, learn how to grow in your career through networking, personal branding, marketing, this conference is for you. And of course, other healthcare professionals are all welcome to come, and non-healthcare people are welcome to come. Again, the focus of this conference is on women empowerment, particularly women in business, and of course, specifically nurses, because excuse me, because I'm a nurse, and I want to be able to create, this space and more opportunities for nurses to grow, so that we can, build wealth for ourselves and our families, and have that stability, and also financial literacy and all that stuff. So if you want to be an exhibitor, definitely direct message me as well. Excuse me. Got this cough. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments. I have about a minute or two. Any questions or comments, please leave it in the chat. And again, I will be going live at least once a week, talking about the conference, and also dropping some newsletters and different announcements leading up to the conference. Sorry, y'all, I'm losing my voice. So drop any comments or questions. If you happen to be watching the replay, same thing. Drop any questions or comments you have. Or if you just want to direct message me to find out more, direct message me. I will send you the link so you can make your purchase for this conference. Again, early bird tickets will end August 31st, and then the price goes up, okay? So don't complain and don't say, hey, well, I missed early bird. I'm telling y'all now, and I'll have more announcements throughout the week, and also check your emails, because I'll be sending out some emails as well for reminders and just other things going on too while I'm here. and I have your attention. Like I said, October 1st, I have the Nurses Making Business Moves course that will be coming out. For all my new nurses and nursing students, I also have the New Nurse to Dream Role course. If you're looking for a new job, you want to pivot into a new position, you're a brand new nurse, you're not sure what specialty to go in, you're having trouble, you can't seem to get an interview, or if you are getting interviews, you're not doing well in the interview process and you're not getting hired, this course is for you. The New Nurse to Dream Role course. It's only $497 until the end of this month. You can find it on my website, nursefair.com, or direct message me. I'll send you the link. And I will also drop the link after this live so you'll have access to it. I also have a free training, completely free. It's a video on why you're not getting hired as a new nurse. If you're interested in that, please direct message me and I will send that free training to you. What else? I am accepting currently now one-on-one clients, new graduate nurses who are interested to work with me one-on-one. And again, I'm only accepting two. Two of my clients just got offered positions. One of them got offered a position at Kaiser. There was about 2,700 applications, and she was selected as one of the top candidates and got hired at Kaiser on one of the med-surg units that she was dreaming about. So she landed her dream role. And then I have another client who just landed her dream role as well. So more testimonials to come out. So yeah, this course, like I said, is for any senior nursing student or new graduate nurse. And again, my tip always is don't wait till the last minute to start applying. You can actually start applying for jobs before you graduate. And I highly recommend that you start applying for jobs actually before graduation, because it can take anywhere from 3 to 6 months to actually get a job offer. So you don't want to be just sitting around with no job and essentially leaving like $50K on the table or potentially more, depending where you work or where you want to work. So the majority of my clients that I work with are in the California area and the New York area. But if you are outside those areas, if you are a high achieving, high performer, you're committed to actually doing the work, please still send me a message. I'll give you my consultation link. Again, it's a paid consultation link because I get too many requests for consultations. So if you are interested in that link, let me know. I'll send you the consultation link so that you can book a one-on-one call with me to see if you qualify to become one of my clients to work one-on-one together. Okay, but let's say you want to just start doing the course. It's a self-paced module course, and you can get that on my website, nursefair.com. Okay. What else is coming up? Personal branding book. Look out for that. I'll drop the link so you can actually register to be on the wait list. So when the book comes out, you can purchase that book on personal branding. It'll be called Nurses Making Business Moves Personal Branding Edition. All right. Oh yeah, what else? So I am working on a business mastermind as well in Clearwater Beach. So if you're interested in that, let me know. And yeah, that's it. So I don't see any comments or questions. So I will be ending the live. Until next time, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Nursing Dose with Farah, so you can get more of my content. Please follow me for more content, especially on LinkedIn. You can hit my bell so you'll see all the notifications whenever I go live or create content. And again, go to YouTube to subscribe to The Nursing Dose with Farah. Okay? Again, have a great day, and I'll keep you updated to more announcements. Go get your tickets right now to the conference, Nurses Making Business Moves Conference. I'll drop the link below right after this live. All right, take care.